understand what is career planning. Okay. And yes, before the planning, the term career comes. So let's understand what is career meant. So career is defined as a profession, occupation, job, work for which one trains, taught, learn, and which is undertaken as a permanent calling, right? Meaning of calling, so it's vocation, talent, or ability, a profession, occupation, or business work, mission, passion, right? So now what is the meaning of passion? So meaning of passion is boundless, unlimited, never-ending enthusiasm. It means the career is, it is not only a job you opt to earn your livelihood. It's not only that. It's not limited to that only, right? It is more than that. It is the a complete mix of your talent, your passion. You have a mission in your life. So that makes a career. I hope I made it clear to you. Now let's talk about career planning. How career planning is important and what is the importance of career planning. So first of all, let's understand how to choose the right career. Okay, because the career planning starts with a goal, a purpose of life, right? You set a goal first, then you start working upon that. Okay, so it starts with a goal, then a career development cycle comes, then you identify your abilities, your skill sets, your interest, your personality. All these things have to be identified. You must know that your abilities suits to which particular career, right? Or the career path, you can say. Then again, the skill sets that also should match with the particular career paths, right? Then your interest that should also match with the same. Again, that is the personality. So all these things should be matched with a particular career path, and then your career planning process starts, right? Then your family is also no, that is also a pillar for planning your career. See, that has to be aligned with your family as well. Then your values, that the motivators, you can say. What motivators are like, uh, help, what are the values that motivate you to do something? Okay. So these are the pillars, you can say, or the things to be considered for choosing a right career. Okay. Okay. Now let's understand the complete cycle of career development. So like it is like, stage one. So stage one is learning about yourself, that who you are. Okay, what are your abilities? What kind of personality do you have? What are your interests? Okay, so all these things should be known at the first stage. That I already discussed beforehand also. But yes, in the second stage, you explore your major and career options. What does it mean? Means you try to understand that in which career like field you are you can reach to the pinnacle. So that you have to identify. And when you know about yourself, you automatically come to know about these things also, right? And then you make the third stage starts with making decision and setting your goals. Okay, so like what kind of decision will you make? So it means like like you will opt for a right career path, and then you will set your goals for next 5 years, that where do you want to reach in the next 5 years. Okay, so here you decide to maybe develop some kind of skill sets, or maybe you choose uh, hello, yeah, sorry. Okay, so here you just decide to go in a particular field, right? Then the stage 4 comes. Like, you plan your education according to that, whatever the career path you have opted for. You plan the whole education based upon that. Okay. And then the fifth stage comes where you prepare your career, right? So this is the complete career development cycle. So we can understand it with some more let's understand the assessment stage, the investigation stage, the preparation stage, commitment stage, retention stage, and transitions. What are these things? So, like, as I have already explained, that assessment stage covers that knowing yourself part, right? You investigate about yourself. First of all, you assess yourself, you investigate that what skill sets do you have, what interests do you have, what motivates you to do something. So you try to identify all these things. Then you come to the next stage, that is called preparation stage. You prepare yourself, right? If you say, suppose you want to go in a particular field, say suppose you want to become a digital marketer, so then definitely uh, first of all you'll identify that the skill sets are available or not. Are you fit for that particular that career path or not? So that is the first thing. Then you start working upon your skill sets, that what skill sets do you require. So definitely you need to be very very good at computers, and you should know the current trends of this the marketing, the digital marketing we talked about, right? So you need to know all the platforms where you can do the marketing thing, what modules are there. So you will prepare yourself knowing about all these things, right? So this is called preparation stage. And yes, of course, here you opt for some courses and upskilling things come here, right? Then the commitment stage means you land upon a particular career. Okay, you get into that career field, and then you start working in that field, right? So this means the commitment stage means you have already started working upon something, and you stay there for say next 3 to 5 years, right? So this is a complete planning for next 3 to 5 years. That is called the commitment stage. Next comes the retention stage. So what does it mean? Retention means, like, you have in the beginning, that the 3 years in the beginning, you prepare yourself, you get to know about the ins and outs of that particular career field, right? And then you start working upon the new skill sets that is required to sustain in that particular field. So this is called retention stage, right? Where you try to set the goals for your growth, and you work upon that. So this is the retention stage. And next comes the transition stage. So what does it mean? Transition means like the change. Okay, so say suppose the software developers, right? If you take their example, so every day, there is a change, there is a new demand. So they need to upskill themselves, or they need to learn something new. Okay, so say if a particular, say suppose we talk about SAP, so this is being used these days, right? But some other this system can come in days to come, right? So then definitely a person needs to switch to those options. So this is called transition stage, where you learn some new skills and you switch to the other segment. Actually, this is called transition stage. So suppose if we take example of this education sector, right? So a person is appointed as an assistant teacher, right? First 3 to 5 years, he or she works in a school, works upon his skills to be a best teacher, right? Then what does he do? He acquires some new skills to make his teaching more effective, right? So in nowadays, earlier it used to be pen and paper, chalk, duster, and blackboard. Now what has happened, after, I mean, post COVID or during COVID, actually, the teachers have had to switch to digital platforms, right? So they have to acquire new digital skills, right? And then what happened? Then then they got themselves equipped with these the digital knowledge, right? And then uh, so say when they have learned these the digital things and all, now what they can do, they can now they when they have already they are already equipped with these, the digital things. Then they can develop, some LMS, that learning, that online learning thing, or they can have that kind of module. So this is something they do as a teacher, right? Now what will they do? They will think of becoming, in charges, or the maybe the vice principal. So now what will happen? They will think of transition from one role to the another role, right? So earlier they were they were in the teacher's role. Now they were into particularly in an academic role, right? Now they want to switch to this administrative role, right? For that, definitely they need some other kind of skills. They need some leadership skills and all. So they will start equipping themselves with those skills. They will train themselves, they will do some courses, they will get into some workshops, seminars, they'll attend some seminars and all, some certification will be done and all. So this way they will upskill themselves, right? And here is the transition stage. So so this way the whole career development cycle works, right? Next, come to the, yeah, let's understand now the process of career planning, what we are talking about today, right? So, like, yes, for career planning, it's very, very important to have our vision, mission, and purpose. The way the businesses define their vision, mission, and purpose. So with this they get to grow 10 times more, right? So when you plan your career, you need to know the end game clearly. End game clearly means what is the purpose of your life? Where do you want to reach at the end? At the end of the day, what are the things you want to achieve, right? Then you need to know your medium term goals. It means the 5 years roadmap must be very, very clear in front of you. So suppose if you ask my example as a career coach or a self actualization coach. So my vision is what? To to create a world for youths, where they can just they can reach their fullest potential. That is my vision. Now, mission. So I want my mission is to help, say, 1 million students to reach their potential. So the purpose of my life is helping out the youth to reach their fullest potential. So this is the purpose, or you whatever the vision and mission of my life. So I can clearly see in the next 5 years I'm going to help out, say, in 5 years I'm going to just help out the students in a massive number, right? So this way, you need to be very, very clear with uh, your vision, mission, and purpose. The second thing, that the target area. You need to know that in which industry you want to work in, right? The relevant industry, considering your own interest, personality, and skill set, that I have already told. Then next come the financial prudence. See, when we plan our career, then definitely we need to plan the finances as well. So the way the businesses, how they grow, they just analyze, they do the accurate analysis of their current financial state, their budget, and all these things, right? And then they set a goal for next, say, 5 years, right? And then they work towards that. So the same way, you need to plan your finances. Okay, you need to know your current financial state. Say, if you are a, like, you are a salaried person, then definitely you are knowing that this much you are earning, these are your expenses, this is the budget for the whole month or for the whole year. This is the, so there you keep some amount for your upskilling, and all your day-to-day expenses are met with that. And then you set the goal that yes, in next 5 years you want to earn this much money. Here you want to have this kind of house, you want to live in this kind of house, you want to own this kind of car, or whatsoever, all those, the materialistic things, you just said that yes, you want to own all these things. And according to that, you try to understand that how much money do you require for meeting all these needs, or whatever you want to do in your life, right? So this is how you need to plan your finances. When you I mean, it is a part of your career planning, it can't be segregated from this, right? Then the fourth thing that has to be considered, that product design. It means, like, you need to keep yourself upscaling time to time, because you need to see, you whenever you're doing something, it means every day the need changes. Okay, so you need to upskill yourself according to the need of your customer, of your the clients, or whosoever you are serving. Okay, next come the quality control. So quality control, like the way the businesses, they review their strengths and weaknesses, that whatever the products they are providing, or whatever the services they are providing, are they meeting with the quality, are they providing the quality services, where are the loopholes, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses. They keep on analyzing these things, and on that on that basis, they keep on bringing changes. Okay, according to the demands, according to the feedbacks and all. So the same thing is to be uh, done in the career as well, right? Okay, next comes the transform and innovate thing. The companies, the way the why I'm giving you the example of businesses, because businesses are the best examples of the growth, right? The same way we need to focus on our personal growth. I mean, as an individual, if we want to grow, we need to have that kind of, clarity, that kind of goals, that kind of commitment. That is why I'm just comparing these career planning with the business planning, right? So the businesses, the way they transform and innovate. So suppose if we take example of a car manufacturing company. So what do? They keep on, researching. They do a lot of research that yes, what is the what can be the next step of growth, what can be the next demand of the customers. So according to that, according to their needs or the future needs, they design the cars, right? The same way we need to plan. So suppose as a teacher, say 10 years back, had the teachers planned themselves. I'm talking about India and tier 2 city, okay, where the chalks and dusters were the lives of the teachers. Through those tools only the teachers were teaching in the classroom. They were, like, even I'm a teacher, so I was not focusing on that. I did not equip myself 2 or 3 years back, right?
Miss Krishna, sorry to interrupt you. There are around, so many questions from the audience. If you're ready to take up the questions, since we
Yes,
have
sure.
the time constraint here.
Yes, sure. Please. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Should I start reading out the questions to you?
Yes, please. Please
Yeah.
go.
The first question is, what made you take an interest in career coaching?
See, actually, I struggled a lot when I started my career. I did not plan anything at the age of 20, right? So it took a long, say, 20 years to become a career coach. Had I planned my career that time only, then definitely I would have become career coach long back. Though I was doing this, but yes, in a planned way, I started it say few years back only, right? That is why I mean this is the thing made me come into this field that uh, now also students are struggling with this problem. They don't have any guidance, and they don't have any systematic guidance, I must say. Yeah.
Right. So, what are the first steps you take when you counsel a student, ma'am?
Yes. uh, First of all, the rapport building is the first step. First of all, I try to understand the student. I try to understand the student's family background. uh, uh, from where does he come, and then I move to the next assessment stage, where through the psychometric assessment I assess the students capabilities, interest, skill sets, personality, the motivators types. There are 5 dimensional, this is 5 dimensional psychometric test. So I do the assessment. Then comes the third stage, where we discuss about keeping these all 5 dimension in into focus. I just discuss the relevant, the suitable career paths with them, and then together we just define the roadmap for them, that how to start and move ahead towards that particular career field. So this is the whole process of career plan. Sorry, that counseling.
Okay. So, typically, what profiles take your help for career planning?
Pardon?
So, typically, what kind of profiles take your help for their career planning?
Okay.
What background, maybe the
Yes.
audience want to know? Yeah.
Yeah. So mostly See, I am focused, on these 12th, the students who are in 12th standard, okay, and the UGs. So
Mhm.
basically, I'm focusing on them only.
Okay, okay. So here is another question. So, in what way a professional career coach can make a difference to a student to choose the career?
Yeah. So see, when we don't consult a career coach, what we do, we follow someone, either our parents or our friends or someone from our relative circle, right?
Right.
And when we go to a counselor, then the counselor, you know, starts with the end game. It means the career coach shows or helps you to find out your purpose of life, first of all. Where do you want to reach at the end of the day? Okay. From there, it's a reverse engineering thing. And that is very systematic approach, actually. First of all, when you know that what is the objective of your whole, life, then definitely you work towards that. So that is the major, thing that a career counselor does or a career coach does. And it is done in a systematic way, that you start with the purpose, then you plan, you have a clear roadmap, like year by year you have everything in your hand, you know exactly what course you need to take up, from where you need to do, okay, considering all your other things like family and your finances and everything. So it is not, it doesn't go haywire. It
Oh,
is in a very systematic. Yeah.
right. So, which tools do you use for guiding careers, ma'am?
Yeah. Actually, yes. As I told you, that psychometric assessment, about the psychometric assessment. So
Mhm.
that is the main tool what we use. Okay, that helps us to understand the students, abilities and all. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you consider your biggest accomplishment as a career counselor until now?
Yes. As a career counselor, if I talk about biggest accomplishment, then definitely I have catered to say 5,000 students till now.
Wow, great to know.
Yeah. So I mean, now they are, they are clear that yes, what do they want from their life, what are the things they want to achieve in their life, how they want to give back to the society. So all these things are clear to them, and they are working upon that. It's, it is not, it's a long term thing, right? It's not something that you just started today and the result will be seen tomorrow.
Right. That's the
It's a very
future
long.
they're working on. Right.
Yes.
So, as a career coach, what are some challenging moments you face?
Yes. The first challenge that comes, the lack of awareness, right now, till now, we need to struggle a lot to make the parents understand. Okay. First of all, they don't, uh, till now, there is a lack of awareness that there is a need of any career counselor. That is the first challenge, right? The
Mhm.
second challenge, if you see that, yes, of course, with the parents, they have some sentiments. What they could not do, they want their kids to do that. So when, so suppose a doctor, he wants, or maybe a teacher who wanted to be a doctor, right? And when he wants his son to become a doctor, and the son, he is not having all those interest, or his personality doesn't suit to or fit to for this particular field, then it becomes very difficult to make the parent understand, because their sentiments are attached to this. So this is the biggest challenge, uh,
Right.
we
Yeah,
come across.
I
Yeah.
understand. So do you work with schools to provide career planning workshops and talk to students, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. And so what is your advice for newbies who are looking at building a career in career counseling industry?
Okay. So yes, the newbies, first of all, they must know their interest. Are they really inclined? Are they really? Do they have that innate interest to come in this field? Because this field needs a lot of patience, a lot of hard work. A lot of understanding of the person. So these things are required to have uh, if they want to come in this field. And then of course, then the certification is there in India. Actually, you need, if you want to get success in a particular field, then definitely you have that certification with you, right?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, thank
So
you.
there are many new career options that have come up over the last decade, which was not heard of before. How
Right.
do you stay updated on the latest trends in career?
Yes, for that, mm, like I do keep studying the market. Of course, the industries, the way they are, growing. So that, and every day I need to study that.
Okay. So most part of your career was in school administration. How did this prepare you for guiding students on their careers?
Yes. See, when I was administering schools, so that time I came across a lot of problems. That time I had to train the teachers as well. Okay, there actually the teaching is such a field where most of the teachers have come by chance, not by choice. Okay, so this was the pain point actually. Okay, are they really, are from the core of their heart, do they want to come in the particular field? Okay, so this gave me the idea that yes, if you are choosing some career where if it is not your choice, then what the results are there. Okay, it affects the person whom you are providing the service.
Okay. So, what are the career information resources which can help the students? So, newsletters, blogs, websites, or apps, anything you want to mention about?
Yes. uh, Actually, there is a uh, government sites also, that government is working on this. They have that in national national employ NES is there. Then government brings the handbook every year on you know on that new development in the in different industries where the demands are there. So these kind of handbooks are there available.
Okay. So, lastly, we see on LinkedIn you won the President Award in 1994. Can you please tell about this?
Yes. Actually, I am a president guide actually. So you must be knowing about scouts and guide, right?
Okay, right.
Yes. So there we had to do some community service. Okay. So for that, of course, I won this president award.
Okay. So that ends the question answer round, ma'am. School Journal of Education and schoolreformer.com. Thank you for the talk and for patiently answering all the questions. We also thank the audience for participating in the event. We will end the session now, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Praveen. And thank you, audience. Thank you.